I cried.
Really?
If I was
At
not
what
here,
point?
if like I didn't feel like people were around at some point, I feel like I would have cried again.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, where was it? I think where she was crying. I don't remember where she was crying about.
I think it was where the mom came in and her legs were swollen and she was shouting that you didn't tell me this for a week.
No, it was not even that. It was not that. It was when they almost buried and when they almost burnt.
Period.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, imagine witnessing somebody about to burn your child alive.
That was crazy.
Every time you think about it, you will always
Have
be
to
sad.
cry,
Like,
yes,
I almost lost my child, even though you did not. You will constantly think about it and just like reconsider all your life decisions. Like, what did I do wrong? How did I bring him up to be this kind of person? So you constantly like think about it, blame yourself. And I just saw like the impact it had like on the brother.
Welcome to Inside Spice Movie Review. Today we are going to be reviewing a massive blockbuster which was written, produced and directed by our lovely auntie Funke Akindele. It was released on the 15th of December 2023 and titled A Tribe Called Judah. Beautiful movie. Great title. I mean,
amazing cast. Great
actors, settings on point. Like, what's not to love about this movie? Seriously.
Cinematography.
Oh God, it was blowing my mind. Like, I'm not even all about the hype now. Like, I had to see the movie for myself. Like, what's this hype all about? What are people saying? I even had to wait till like the pressure was a bit, and then what I saw really blew my mind.
For me, I had the speaks from the movie, right? Like, from the story. It was compelling to a fault because it took me on an emotional journey and back.
Yeah.
The interceptions between the movie, right? Like, you have the suspense in the air. You don't know the people you see next, the actors you see next. You just see another scene and you see somebody and you're like, whoa, yo, this person is in this movie. So for me, she did a great job on the peak of the actors, on the storyline, because it tells a lot, reality of the story and whatnot. So for me, the movie is not just, it did not just meet up the hype, but it's more than the hype for me, because I don't see Nigerian movies, right? But I had to see this one because I felt there was something about it. Funke has done nothing less for me. From Jennifer's Diary, she's been trying to make a lot of movies, and this one, I think she got this one 100%.
She did. And you would know, like, she put a lot of her effort, time, money, energy, like everything, to the extent that she even starred in the movie.
Yeah, true.
And even a character, like, she brought that character to life.
Like, they made it very, very realistic. So I used to have one ick on Nollywood movies. You know when they will say somebody is in the newspaper, let's say somebody committed a crime now, and they will tell the person, oh, you are in the newspaper, or your son is in the newspaper. Then they bring a newspaper and they are not showing us.
Not showing us.
It always annoys me. Like, is it newspaper that is too expensive for you guys to print?
Seriously.
So when they say, okay, they are talking about somebody, this person did this thing, like, you can see it. So when they caught the lady towards the end and he wanted to show her evidence that he caught her on CCTV, I love the fact that it was able
showed,
to
yes, yes.
Because it was about arguing about the whole thing that no, I was not me.
He showed me what he saw, so I could see that, oh, this is real. They actually took their time to place a camera that will record it as if she was down. So it made me realize, okay, these people carefully planned this movie. They paid attention to every single detail.
That's talking about the quality of
the
production.
Make a mistake and they said, don't worry. Then at the end of the day, people are seeing it's wrong subtitles, all those things. They really, really annoy me. So all these little things, it shows like how much dedication.
Even the age gap between the children, like
it could be seen
in their yes.
It could be seen in their traits, their characters. The way you expect a 30+ person
to act.
That's how the elder person was.
Yes, true.
It was really, really, no. It was very realistic, very well done.
But from the
Perfect.
kids, who did it for you?
The kids.
Who did it for you? Who was the person that you could see?
I like responsible people.
Okay.
So Emeka, definitely.
No,
Yeah.
for me, it was Pere at a point, but I love Shino because he brought this vibe to the scene.
Yeah.
Protected them.
Yes, not like protection, but he brought this ginger to the family. Like he was too quiet sometimes, not talking much. But as in some cases, he brings this Yoruba vibe. He
I
was like,
remember the time he prayed. He
yeah,
said,
he said,
Baba,
but-
Watama,
yeah, and everybody was shocked. Like, yo, could you pray?
What are you doing?
He said, close your eyes.
Yeah.
And prayer was like this. Edrio was like this. Like they were surprised. Are you the person praying? Like,
I really like that. Like that sentence said, Baba, Watama, whatever. Like, I just
Like-
busted into laughter.
for
like,
me, the guy did it for me.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
brought out the Agbero in him.
Yeah,
Like
true.
what he portrayed his character so well. I mean, well,
who is your favorite character?
my favorite out of the children, I think I would go for Adamu.
Adamu. Why?
Yeah, cause he was I feel he was the most respectful of them all. He was considerate. Yeah, and he has that calm. It was like in between, like it was in between.
More reasonable.
Exactly.
But also very realistic. Not so much that he wants to be good
that
all
was
the time.
word. That was the word. So like I just love that about him.
He was a person that could take one for the team, right? If he feels it's for the team, then let's do it.
If you actually paid attention, right, the boys had traits that were relating to their father.
Yes.
For
Yeah,
example,
true. Pere had his dad that ran away with the money.
exactly. So he ran away with money, and he was showing that thieving
yeah, tendency.
tendency.
And
You
then-
understand? When he saw the
And
iPhone,
the
The dad
Adamu,
of
the
Shino
Adamu that
was
you
the
said,
one
like,
she met at the beer parlor.
yeah, the
So you see,
beer
Shino was
parlor,
an
and Shino
Agbero.
was-
Adamu's father was the one that wanted to marry her, but his family objected. So you
Yeah.
could like see traits of their father.
Fathers in
in
them.
But you see that parent
Pere was up to them.
when the father pack all the mother's property
Seriously.
and ran.
Ran.
How do you expect the child not to
To
steal?
steal.
You know the funniest thing for me was when they went to steal like millions of dollars,
Yeah.
and iPhone 14 is still
Imagine.
Entering your eye. He
Is
said,
that not
I
lack
just
of
want to
focus?
feel
I
it.
just
I just want to admire it. How do you admire a
I
phone
feel
for
like if
millions of
that
naira?
guy becomes a billionaire one day,
Yeah.
they're still going
He's
to
still going to-
continue stealing because
Imagine.
it needs deliverance.
And then for me,
Yeah.
there was this good pitching in the movie. The movie took me all the way. There was no point I could say I was bored.
Yes.
Like,
you want to know.
I was
what's
at
going
the
to
edge of
happen.
my
But I said
seat.
when I want to
Throughout.
when I want to be like, okay, it's a normal Nigerian movie, then somebody a new character pops up
Yeah.
with a different.
Yeah. Yeah.
They looked really
I
good.
loved it. Yeah, just
When he chewed the money, I was
I was like, this is
oh,
money heist for me.
take it back.
It took me back to money
It
heist.
was really
Like,
nice.
that was good.
So what's the emotional impact for you for the movie?
Oh, I'm going to give kudos to their mother because from her position in the community, you could see that she did not have much. She was not wealthy, but then from the little she had, she helped other
Yeah.
people.
How much she did Mother Teresa
She-
work very very well.
Seriously.
She said,
She
yeah.
gave out money. She lent money to people. She gave boys, say struggling boys,
Boys.
our
Yeah.
tricycles to
Yeah,
ride,
to ride.
then deliver to her later, that kind of stuff. So I feel like she was contributing
Yes,
positively to the
to the
community, even
community.
though it had not given her much. So it shows
And
how
even though because they were looking at her with this kind of terrible eyes, like a woman with children from 5 different fathers, you know. I felt they judged her a lot.
stigmatized
Yes,
her.
it was too much.
yes,
But
they
yet
did.
she didn't consider all that, and just
She-
like you said,
She's really, really pure-hearted.
Hearted.
The
For
character
me,
is very
it's
pure-hearted.
the way the family blended. They could have their backs even at difficult
they
times.
were tight.
It's just like a call away
knitted.
from saying,
Yeah.
I'm in trouble, and then the whole house is on
Seriously.
you.
No matter how
I'll
Really,
have-
imagine at the beginning when they heard like
Yeah.
something going on
Something
with
of
their
their
mom.
mom.
What?
Even from their offices, everybody left.
Everyone left.
Where?
Like
Where?
no
You see us
way.
business.
you know that's how mafia families
Yeah.
are.
But
You
with
just
the
say,
with the
"Hello,
whole
hello,
take of the
hello,
whole
hello,
thing,
hello."
would you like to have that kind of family around you? Like, you want that kind
Pull
of
up for you.
yeah, not like pull up, like you want those persons to be in your family.
I would like their traits, but I would prefer it if they were more on the legal side. Like Shino now, you could have been a badass, maybe police officer or soldier, that kind of stuff. So if you had that kind of person in your family, but it was not doing it like the wrong way, it will be a very good asset to his family with that kind of imbued character if he had received the right training. Because he looks like somebody that could lead a troop of soldiers very well and deliver. It looks like the kind of man you want to lead soldiers into Sambisa forest and kill all of them. So he had the courage. I feel like it was just the wrong environment that made him who he is. So if he was in a better environment, then he would have been a very, very good person.
For me, why I don't see it like too bad was because they listen to their moms a lot. Because if I have those keys and I can tell you to stop and you will, then I can be able to continue.
I don't think so. Because you remember the time that he stole and they were trying to burn him? He told his mother he was not going to steal again.
No, that was after they brought her from the hospital, right? When he stole, the mom held his hand. I was like, I know you took the money. He said, yes. And I was taking him home, but he would change. Then when she came back from hospital, like, okay, all of us are going to stop. Prayer said, Shino said, okay, I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing just to make you happy. You understand? So they love their mom even in that circumstance. So if they can listen to her, I feel.
After he told her he was going to change, you remember the first time that what happened? When the police came to take Shino. He thought they came for him.
Yes, for
so I don't think he stopped stealing after his mom told him. So he probably stole something and thought he had been traced back
to the house.
home. So that's why I said he did not stop because he told his mother he was going to stop. But when he saw the mother at the brink of death, maybe that could have changed his mind.
But why I'm saying that is because the first part of the movie where they were beating that man, so that the mom said, oh, okay, come, all of you stop,
yes,
come, let's go home.
So
they listened to her. So I felt at a point, and then at this point where they took a period to work at the store at the mall.
He obeyed us. Arranging bread. I was surprised.
Stuff, and I was like, okay, don't tell anybody it's a thief. What happens in this house stays in this house. So I feel that unit the family had. For me, no matter how bad it is, I'll feel like I'll give it a shot. What is the originality of the movie?
I feel like they took inspirations from
different movies.
So
how can you relate the movie to
real life experiences? You know, when you grow up in a slum, there are some things you have to do. You know, your environment molds you.
True.
So Emeka and Adamu, that were kind, they were responsible, they were soft, and even Ejiro, they were not brought up in that environment. They left at some point. So they had access to like a much better environment that contributed to the kind of person they became. But Pere and Shino, they grew up in that environment. They had to be rugged in order to survive. So I think the fact that the community, they showcase the fact that the community you grow up is definitely going to contribute to the kind of person you are. I think that's very, very realistic and should be commended.
Yeah.
But on the side of their mom's dad, don't you see he was wrong for chasing her away from the house
because
when she had the first pregnancy?
Got pregnant.
Because he was a pastor.
She got pregnant. I feel like that thing is preference. Okay? And we can think that some relationships should not be conditional. But I feel like every relationship is conditional. When you give birth to a child, you train the child, hoping in future the child is going to take care of you. So after the father trained her to an extent, at that point she became pregnant. He felt she was not the daughter he wanted. And he got rid of her. He could have been kinder. He should have been kinder. But then, as a person, you have your principles. And if you feel like this is something I cannot live with, then it's better you do away with it. Because it's better he let her go to live the life she wanted than keeping her in the house, forever stigmatizing her.
Well, I don't really believe it was in the part of principle. Because when he was like speaking to her, he was saying like, you're a pastor's daughter.
So he was stressing that pastor's thing. Yes,
reputation
than the daughter. That's what I'm saying.
So it was more concerned about his image, about what people
think of him.
What people think
of him.
Not really principle. Because if it was principle, I feel it would have like disciplined her in another way. Because regardless of your principle, you know that this is someone I love. This is someone that is my daughter. This is someone that I believe in her. I love her. But she has a shortcoming now. So how do I react? I can discipline her in a way, but to now totally cut her off, I don't think it was because of principle.
Should I relate this to having a gay child? Would you keep a gay child as a Christian that you are?
As a Christian, I would not be in support, but not
You
the
would
extent
not
of
totally
disowning my child. You are still my child. I still have, I mean, if I truly love you and believe in you as my child, and I'm not concerned about what people would say, I would have that hope that probably one day
You
I
might
could be able
change.
to influence you to change.
Okay, you watched Ura, right?
Do you understand?
No, I did not.
Okay, there's the guy in the house that's gay. Yeah. And the whole parents know about it, and they
Yeah.
shield it, even though they know they were trying to contain
Exactly.
it because it's my child. I cannot let you out.
So, but
You might do worse.
So you are
So-
in support of what she said.
Yes.
So I feel like that's where it comes in force. Some people, for the same reason of reputation, they would not want to keep a gay child because they feel like it's going to be a stigma.
exactly.
For me, he was not born
And
with
that's
it, right?
You are born
He got it from
homosexual.
somebody.
I feel like every family have their do's and don'ts, and there are some things that some families take more seriously than some other families.
I feel at the end of the day, it's
Love.
still the society that dictates
For
most
us,
of
most
these
times,
things,
yes.
right? So most times, even if something happens, our first perspective, our first
What will
mind,
people
what
say?
we think
People
is, what will
say, people say that's the
how will
first thing.
people
How
see me?
people
So
react to it.
I feel that was what happened, and it really affected her.
Very
in her
well.
See how
choice
she
of
was
men.
suffering.
And see the damage it caused.
Exactly,
1,
because
2, 3,
why would
4,
you
and
go
5.
from 2, 3,
3, 4, and 5. Because she was looking for a father figure
Exactly,
for the
to
kids, so
fill
she was
in.
always making that
So
mistake.
she was scared that, okay, aside from even father figure for her children, I feel she also wanted to feel it in for herself.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Right?
she needed
She
companion.
needed exactly. So what her dad couldn't give her, she thought, okay, I can find it in the next man, and then the next man either died or disappointed, and then she continues.
She
looking
later
for
made
it
alcohol
until-
her companion.
Exactly.
That now damaged kidney.
True.
Well,
So for me, if you are to like rate the movie from a ratio of 10,
I'm going to give it a 9. A
that's-
9.
that's high.
9.5. No, 9.9.
That is almost
That's
perfect.
alright.
Because the movie was really good. I enjoyed it. Towards the end, it almost brought tears. Tears to my eyes. But the movie was good.
I think I cried.
Really.
If I was
At
not
what
here,
point?
if like I didn't feel like people were around at some point, I
Yeah.
feel like I would have cried again.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, where was it? I think where she was crying. I don't remember where she was crying about.
I think it was where the mom came in and her legs were swollen and she was shouting that you didn't tell me this for a week.
No, it was not even that. It was not that. It was when they almost buried and when they almost burnt.
Period.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, imagine witnessing
son.
somebody about to burn
Burn
your
your son.
child alive.
That was crazy.
Every time you think about it, you will always
Have
be
to
sad.
cry, yes,
Like,
true.
I almost lost my child, even though you did not. You will constantly think about it and just like reconsider all your life decisions. Like, what did I do wrong? How did I bring him up to
Exactly.
be this kind of person? So you constantly like think about it, blame yourself. And I just saw like the impact it had like on the brother.
Yeah.
You saw how Emeka attacked him. Like,
Yes, it was.
With that angered mind.
I think that
Seriously.
that really showed them that something was wrong with their family. No, we need to fix this. What is going on?
Exactly.
So I think it was an eye opener for them to look at the problem in the eye and say, no, this cannot continue.
Exactly.
Else, this family is not going to remain the same. So I think it was a really nice moment because sometimes something will be wrong in your family, but until
Something
another
has to
thing
go wrong.
Go
for
wrong
you
like,
for
to
something
see
to
what
happen.
has
See
been
what's
going wrong
happening,
for
true.
long that
this
you've
is-
neglected.
This is
So
real.
I felt like it really opened their eyes to see that no, this is not how this family,
family should be
be.
run.
No, we need to do something, and that's why the mother got him the job at the mall that she did. So I think that scene really touched me because
The-
I know,
another
I cried.
emotional part.
So if you are to be in this family,
Yeah.
are you going to make the same move they made to Rob?
To rob, definitely.
I
Nobody
mean,
was going to give you
it was
400,000
almost like they had
naira a
no
week.
choice.
Nobody.
Like they were backed to the
See.
wall. You know where the money is, but you need the money. Like, go get the money.
Nobody's going to give you 400.
I mean, what would make me do it was because of the owner of the store.
It was so wicked.
It was so wicked. I
so
went for you for an upfront. I'm not saying dash me
stingy.
money. I said give me an upfront from my money.
But
And you
wait,
said no, you're going to pay for me.
that thing was so funny. He said, "What's your mother's name?"
Yes.
You know, when he said, "What's your mother's name?" I thought maybe he had connections to like
So yes, say
in
hospitals,
the-
yes, true.
and say, "Okay, keep treating. I'm going to
Going
pay."
to.
Just
I
said,
said,
"My
my
wife
wife is in
belongs to a
the
strong
strong
prayer."
prayer group.
What? Strong what?
The guy said, sir, I thought you wanted to ask for her account number. I said,
No, seriously.
That thing was just really, really
Let's
funny.
not spoil the movie for our viewers.
Oh, it's true.
It's
Okay,
true,
I'm
yeah.
saying too much. Sorry, because I'm excited. But we have to like give the guy, the boss, the owner of the store, accolades for
you
his
know, he
acting.
tried.
The L and the R.
Accent. He
Like-
brought everything together.
It was perfect.
Typical and Igbo person.
It was
A
perfect.
business Igbo man,
No.
minded man.
Everyone in that movie, like,
They delivered.
they
They
delivered.
delivered now.
Everyone.
The choice of our actors and
It
actresses were
was just beautiful. Like, everything was in sync.
it was like she has seen this thing before
Seriously.
she wrote this movie. Like it's like she conceived this thing because
This was
the whole
conceived
thing
in
was
the
like
place
too
of, you
perfect
know,
for me.
Divine.
Yeah, just like I've never seen this in Nigerian movie before.
Yeah.
It was too good.
So you said the movie is a 9.9 for you. What about you?
For me, I'll give it a 10. I don't want to be partial. I want
Yeah.
to
10.
I want her to feel that she did something.
She did a great job.
I don't want to keep the 5
It
to
was a
myself.
great job.
Yeah, so
Seriously.
She should just take it.
So have you seen any other Nigerian movie that you feel could be on par with it?
I think if you want to rate it, for me, you drop King of Boys.
King of Boys.
Yeah.
That was where Nigerian movies started doing it for me. Where I felt they were evolving in a way, trying to bring new ideas and not all those love and this and that, daddy dying, mommy dying, and so like they started
No,
changing
King
a
of
bit.
Boys
Something
Yeah, so
different.
Great. King
What
of Boys
what
was
about you, Precious? You like
I agree
King
with
of-
him, King of Boys,
King of
and
Boys.
also the setup.
The setup?
I enjoyed that movie. Like, I went to the cinema to see that movie, and boy,
and then another one came
I
up
really
like
enjoyed
as
it.
a Gang of Lagos.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gang
yes,
of
Gang
Lagos.
of
Gang of
Oh,
Lagos did it again.
no.
Toby did a great job. The acting was crazy.
The actor was crazy.
Yeah, Gang of Lagos did it.
But
I'd give Gang of Lagos a 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me, a 7 too.
The
I'll
hype
go for a
was too
7.
much.
It was too much for the
And
movie.
I
The
feel
hype
like
was
they
too much
wasted
for
some
me.
of the cast. They were not necessary. No, seriously, they were not. Another person could have performed the role perfectly. It was just basic roles,
yeah.
like Diane. It could have been.
But
any other
Toby
person.
took it to another level
Yeah, he tried.
because
His
it was like
acting
it's something that has happened to him, or he was acting as if he has been
Let's
in
go
that.
back.
For me, I would say Blood Sisters. I really like.
Yeah.
I like the fact that just like a Tribe Called Judah in Blood Sisters, you could not really tell what was going to.
happen.
You could not tell who was going to turn on you next.
Exactly.
Imagine
True.
the lady shot her mother at the end of the first season. I was like, oh wow, interesting. So I think
So I feel we've given our viewers like list of movies they
To
should
go and watch.
check
To
out.
go and check out for.
So if they've not checked it out, they need to.
So we've given you guys a list of awesome movies you can
Great
watch
movies.
at your
Great
own.
movies, nice movies.
Yes, so you can watch at your own time. And if there is any other movie you would like us to review, please
Can
drop
let
your
us know.
comments in the comment section.
And we
Do you
will.
like A Tribe of Judah? What do you think? How would you rate the movie over 10? We'll be waiting to hear from you.
Go see the movie now.
Would like to read out your comments and then
Yeah.
give you some replies if possible.
Like, comment,
Like,
subscribe,
comments, and subscribe and share.
and share. Yes, very important.
Very
We'll
important.
see you in the next one.
Bye.
Thank you.